This duo, called Paris, Texas, has gone from nothing to 250,000 monthly listeners on Spotify in only 30 days worth of time. A lot of people would call this success simply luck, but what if I told you that this unusual duo used a secret technique that granted them all of the success? Well, let's go undercover and find out. As with all artist blow-ups, Paris, Texas had one of their songs fully skyrocket. That song was heavy metal. But what makes it interesting about Paris, Texas is that they came completely out of nowhere. The very first EP made out of 6 songs didn't even peak past 40,000 plays on SoundCloud, and they haven't really had a following beforehand. And even now, if you search the band's name up on Google, most of the searches are going to be around the movie Paris, Texas and the actual place of Paris, Texas. But yet again, if you go and take a quick visit to their Spotify page, they currently have over 400,000 monthly listeners and over 50,000 followers. Paris, Texas music is incredibly passive-aggressive. The duo's lyrics tend to be incredibly quirky and non-traditional when it comes to mainstream music. Some examples are, "I live life in a comedy," and probably my most favorite line, "I used to come with a song." Despite having these quirky and sometimes aggressive lyrics, their singing style isn't aggressive at all. Now, all of that may be what shapes their style in the genre, but what really makes Paris, Texas stand out from the rest are instrumentals. This brings us to our first important factor that made Paris, Texas stand out. Paris, Texas always mixes genres. What do I exactly mean by that? Well, take a listen to the song and you'll understand. Niggas can tell if it's rock, can tell if it's rap, I walk in between. Yeah, you heard that right. Paris, Texas mixed rock with rap and made it into a song. And this specific song isn't the only one that has this rock rap genre implemented. Pretty much all of their songs have this genre implemented. This constant creativity, uniqueness, and the will to experiment are what shaped Paris, Texas' unique sound. Something neither that Drake actually has.
My top 5 is Drake.
Essentially, after all of the plays that Paris, Texas started to rack in with their song Heavy Metal, Spotify picked up on the group and featured some of the duo's songs in their official playlists. This meant incredibly big news for the duo, because having one of their songs featured on a Spotify official playlist would bring them not thousands but millions of plays to their page, which was exactly what happened. Spotify put their songs Heavy Metal, Force of Habit, and others on playlists such as FitCheck and Logjah, which both combined have over 500,000 playlist likes. But here's the interesting thing. The band blew up all the way back in March of 2021. These 2 songs that I have just mentioned are only in these playlists as of August 2022. These 2 playlists are constantly renewed. This means that there are actually way more playlists Spotify made that actually promoted Paris, Texas music before. Although it is very hard to find which exact playlist featured the duo's music due to the fact that there aren't genuine archives that let you see what changes were made. But this was what made the duo gain such huge traction on Spotify. You could look at it as a Spotify recommendation type of system, something similar to YouTube's. Except this one seems to actually work. And speaking of the YouTube algorithm, comment down what you think of Paris, Texas, thank you. One thing that lots of music artists do is make music videos to let their music reach a bigger audience. And when it comes to visuals, Paris, Texas absolutely crushes it. Not only are the visuals always different, but they always have a hidden reason to be as weird as they are. They genuinely keep you watching. And as you probably know, YouTube is always looking at the retention rate to decide if they want to recommend your video. And getting your video recommended is essential to actually let your music reach more people, which in turn means more potential streams. Let's take the music video for Girls Like Drugs as an example. A music video where the duo creepily stalks after a woman like they're some 4chan moderators. In an interview with Loud and Quiet, Louie noticed what probably you also have. The fact how big rap artists don't care about the visuals at all and use lust and wealth as the video's main factor. visuals are the most important part. And it shows that Paris, Texas prioritized visuals, going from their music videos such as Situations where they're put inside a 32-bit style of video game, to videos such as Heavy Metal where they are fooling around in white masks and getting dragged through the streets of Los Angeles, just like me after I forget to continue my Duolingo streak. All in all, Paris, Texas is an absolutely incredible rap duo which deserves all of the success that it has gotten and will get in the upcoming future. And the fact that literally quote-unquote all of their musical pieces are accidents that get turned into songs by fooling around should be an incredibly inspiring sign to you to not be afraid to experiment and to be different. Because how can you be unique when what you're doing is what everyone else is doing? But that's going to be it from me. If you enjoyed the video and want to help me out and want to see more music content like this, then click the notification and subscribe button down below. And if there's any questions that you have, let me know in the comments down below. And with all of that out of the way, I am wishing you a nice day/evening, and I'll see you in the next one.
What the fuck? Nah, keep that shit in Greasy Grove.
What the fuck?
On God.
Keep that shit in Greasy Grove.
That's what I'm